So, have you ever wondered how a single perfectly calculated decision in a draft room can just absolutely rewrite a volleyball team's championship trajectory? Well, we often look at drafts as just, a way of adding talent, but the truly fascinating part is the tactical chess match going on behind the scenes. How exactly does one strategic choice fix a glaring roster vulnerability and instantly alter a squad's entire identity on the court?
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the ultimate mock draft blueprint. We're actually going way beyond just looking at the basic chronological pick order. Instead, we're going to dissect the specific tactical shifts and the problem-solving strategies behind these selections. If you're someone who loves understanding the why behind the who, you are in the perfect place. We're going to look really closely at how modern teams are strategically built to win.
Here is our thematic roadmap for today. 1. Anchoring the offense. 2. Rebuilding the defensive wall. 3. Securing the first touch. And 4. Depth and championship aspirations.
All right, this gives us a really fantastic bird's-eye view of all 9 teams. You can see their most glaring historical weaknesses and the specific drafted player designated to fix that exact vulnerability. It's such a fascinating snapshot, right? Every single team comes into the draft with a unique puzzle, missing a very specific piece. Some need pure offensive power, others are desperate for a defensive shield, and some are just focused on future-proofing their rotations. Keep these matchups in mind, because we're about to break down exactly how these players execute these fixes out there on the floor.
Starting off with Section 1, Anchoring the Offense. The sheer impact of the Galleries Tower High-Risers pick here is just fascinating. They desperately needed a definitive franchise centerpiece, a real terminal point getter. Enter Alyssa Solomon at opposite Spiker. Honestly, this is an absolute no-brainer. For Galleries to finally climb out of that lower tier of the standings, they needed raw offensive power, and Solomon brings exactly that, along with elite international experience from Japan and incredible high ball efficiency. By pairing her with Jean Ossis, Galleries isn't just getting a point scorer, they are getting an immediate culture shift and a serious foundational duo for their entire future.
Now, over at Capital One, the Solar Spikers really needed playmaking stability to maximize the firepower they already have. Landing Camila Lamina at setter, that is the absolute dream scenario for their new era setup. Because when you have heavy-hitting, high-speed wings like Bella Bellin, Fanny Gandler, and Erica Santos already anchoring the flanks, the offensive potential is just massive. Lamina is a highly cerebral 2-time UAAP best setter, which makes her the perfect orchestrator. She has the brain and the hands to run the complex, high-speed offense required to match the incredible tempo of those wingers.
Moving right along to Section 2, Rebuilding the Defensive Wall. Okay, let's talk about ZUS Coffee. Historically, they've really struggled with floor defense. Teams were just bouncing balls right over their shorter blocks. But by drafting 5'8" setter Tenubaldo from FU, they completely changed their tactical identity. Basically, ZUS pulled the trigger on height and net presence. Ubaldo brings this vital blocking shield to the net that smaller setters literally just can't offer. So instead of the team scrambling for impossible digs in the back, this tall block predictably funnels the ball directly to their defensive specialists, like Alyssa Aroa or Karen Vertiflor. It's honestly a genius way to fix your floor defense, starting from the net down.
Switching gears to the Chaco Mucho Flying Titans. They had dynamic wings, for sure, but they were heavily searching for middle blocker depth and a premium defensive anchor. Drafting Nina Yitong perfectly solves this puzzle. She's a 4-time UAAP best middle blocker, but the big takeaway here is her elite lateral speed. When you plug her into Coach Dante Alansunarin's highly specific blocking system and you pair her across from Maddie Madiog, wow, their net defense instantly transforms from a total question mark into a terrifying consistent wall for any opposing attacker.
Next up, Section 3, Securing the First Touch. 2. That is the number of UAAP Best Libero Awards Bernadette Pepito holds. If she actually slides down to number 5, I guarantee you the Akari Chargers executives are going to be high-fiving each other in the war room. With Danny Ravana and Max Hoyanko exiting, Akari had an immediate, glaring vacancy in the backcourt. Pepito is an absolute floor general who completely resolves those worries. She fits seamlessly into a team that already has established setting with Mars Alba, plus terminal hitters. Pepito provides that elite first ball they desperately need to consistently challenge the top-tier teams.
We see a really similar strategy playing out with the Nxled Chameleons securing Laura Silva from Latron at number 6. Silva's a pure, uncompromising defensive anchor, and she's the reigning NCAA best libero. She brings elite lateral speed and this just fantastic ability to read the attacker's shoulders. And why does this matter so much? Well, the Chameleons' entire system thrives on long, gritty rallies and precise counterattacks.
That whole engine stalls completely if they don't have a steady first touch. Silva gives them that dedicated backcourt general. She stabilizes their reception so their creative offense can actually do its thing and shine through.
And finally, Section 4, Depth and Championship Aspirations.
So, Ira Jabaneta from UP has been called the ultimate Swiss Army knife for this scenario, and honestly, it is a brilliant forward-thinking move by Farm Fresh. They face a really unique challenge. The Alice Pilipinas national team call-ups are going to pull their key starters away for international duties, which will severely test their wing depth. But because Jabaneta played as both an outside hitter and a defensive specialist in college, she offers incredible structural flexibility. Need a winger? Great, she plugs right in as a smart, low-error attacker. Need to lock down the defense? She seamlessly switches into a backcourt sub. It's just masterful roster management.
Which leads us perfectly into the PLDT high-speed hitters approach mapped out in 3 distinct steps. Step 1, draft a sturdy physical profile with foreign collegiate experience, like Jade Fuentes from CSUDH. Step 2, absolutely do not rush her into the starting 6. PLDT already has a formidable starting crew, but historically they suffer injuries to their primary wingers during those grueling long tournaments. So, Step 3, allow coach Roald Ricafort to patiently develop her. It is a very sharp long-term death play. They are creating a lethal, multi-positional weapon specifically designed to help them survive deep tournament grinds.
Which brings us to our defending champions, the Creamline Cool Smashers. Securing outside hitter Jonah Perdido is hands down the ultimate steal of the first round. Perdido dropping all the way down to number 9 gives Creamline a ready-made successor for their veteran wing rotation. She is this calm, low-error, highly intelligent hitter whose composure perfectly matches Creamline's system. And what's really amazing here is that Creamline is her dream destination. Being mentored by legends like Alyssa Valdez means she can just transition into this pro powerhouse system without facing any immediate crushing pressure.
So, as you can see, these draft picks are way more than just names on a board. They are tactical problem solvers. We're talking about establishing massive offensive pillars, completely altering defensive systems at the net, securing elite first touches, and executing some brilliant future-proofing against national team absences. Every single pick is a highly calculated move to unseat the top dogs, which leaves us with this final question to think about. Based on all these tactical upgrades we've discussed, which team's newly shifted identity do you think will be the most disruptive to the reigning champions this season? It is definitely going to be fascinating to watch it all unfold.